WSB.
Hi, Sean.
I talked to you yesterday.
Good. You are fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes.
A great host. Show is great. Listen to his show.
Absolutely, 95.5.
One mic. All I need is one mic. That's all I need.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I usually come in singing. I'm still getting prepared, running a little behind, only because I was talking to my coworkers before I came on the air. It's the Shelley Winter Show live, local, topical, and relevant. I want to start here. I told you a long time ago that this show, we wanted this show to dance in the grays. That's the term that I use. Want to dance in the gray. Like everything is not black and white, right? We want to dance in the gray. And so I saw this story, and I didn't know this, and maybe some of you might have heard this, but I did not know this until about a couple hours ago. Did you know that NASA has announced that America is now just weeks away from a historic return to the moon for the first time in 50 years. Now, they're not going to be landing on the moon. They're just going to orbit the moon. And they're looking at it could launch as early as February 6th, right? And they revealed this today, the Artemis II, the first manned mission to the moon since 1972. NASA officials noted that the official launch window for Artemis II will remain open from January 31st to February 14th, with several alternate dates also being picked out. So we're about to go orbit the moon for the first time in 50 years. And then sometime late next year, possibly 2028, we're going to have another mission where we actually land on the moon. This is huge. Right? It's been 50 years, 50 plus years since we've gone to the moon. The last mission to the moon was 1972, and that was orbiting. They orbited the moon. This is huge. It's really big news. There are four astronauts: Reed Wiseman, Christina Koch, she's a woman, obviously, and a Canadian Space Agency astronaut, Jeremy Hansen. Those are three of the four. I'm here to talk about the fourth. His name is Victor Glover. Victor Glover is an astronaut who is an African American. And he also is a Christian, a very proud Christian. As a matter of fact, when he was aboard the International Space Station, he took communion while in orbit, which was huge, huge. He took communion while in orbit. And in a time where we live in a world that's increasingly godless, right? We have a lot of believers, myself and many of you who are listening to me right now who are believers and of different faith traditions, all pointing upwards, right, to a God, well, no matter what you may call him, to a God, right? He took communion in orbit, portraying that the human intellect, technology, and self-sufficiency does not remove God from the equation. Man does not transcend God by leaving the earth. And that's a quote from a TikTok that I saw. Man does not transcend God by leaving the earth. I thought it was a powerful statement. But I'm here to talk about Victor Glover because we've had this conversation over the last year and a half about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And a lot of people on my side have hammered DEI. Every time there's a fire, a forest fire, or fire, a big fire, destroying a bunch of homes in L.A. and we find out that the fire chief is a woman. DEI. This is what happens when you have DEI. Even though you've had forest fires and fires destroying homes in L.A. for years with white firefighters, we see it's a woman. Oh my God, it's DEI. Right, a plane crashes, the helicopter flies into a passenger plane, and it's DEI. Even though passenger planes and helicopters have collided and planes have crashed with white guys flying the planes, it's got to be DEI, right? And all of this being pushed by these grifters online, on social media. That whenever they saw someone not white, not male, it was DEI. Victor Glover is an African-American astronaut. He's going to be literally the first African-American orbiting the moon. This is huge for our country. And I'll tell you why. Because at the time, Victor Glover, he's 30-something odd years. His family, his parents, I don't know that they did, but I'm saying his parents' generation, those people of his parents' age, maybe a little older, they marched for equal rights. And no one marched to get a leg up. No one marched to get an advantage. No one marched to say, give me, give me, give me. Everyone marched just for opportunity. I want the same opportunity as that guy, as that girl, as that person. That's it. No one asked for anything. No one begged for anything. They just wanted equal opportunity. Yeah, you have a job for an engineer. I went to engineering school. I got good grades. I want the opportunity. That's it. Don't give me anything. I just want the opportunity. And Victor Glover got that opportunity. And now he's going to orbit the moon. For the first time in 50 years, America's going back to the moon. And he's going to be part of that flight. His name is Victor Glover. And that's why this country is so great. No matter who wants to rip it down, no matter who wants to tear it down because they want to get clicks and likes and things like that, no matter who wants to try and do it, this country is the greatest country in the world ever, as the world has ever seen. Because Victor Glover, because of the people that came before him, marching and fighting and protesting and saying, we just want equal rights, we just want an equal opportunity to thrive like everyone else. Give us that opportunity, and we can go to the moon as well. It's a testament to the greatness of America. This is not DEI, people. Now, you can argue, well, they have a woman and they have an African-American. They wanted diversity. That's fair, but trust me when I tell you, no one's getting up on Artemis 2 and flying to orbit the moon that can't do it, period. End of story. No one's like, hey, let's just get a black guy. No, that's not the kind of job this is. Maybe you do that in corporate America. Yeah, and anyone can push buttons. Okay, yeah, you might do that there. But in NASA, flying to the moon for the first time in 50 years, not happening. This man is just as qualified as anybody else. Possibly more because he had to beat people out to get to the moon. This is why America's great. This is why I love this country so much. Because if you just give people the opportunity, the cream will always rise to the top. Never fails. Never fails. Now, you can make an argument. Those of you who racially motivated can make an argument. Well, he knocked a white man's job. Well, he could have. Possibly, probably, because he was better. Did you ever think of that? He was just better. That's what I love about this country. Sometimes, many times, oftentimes, every time, the best should get to the top. Regardless of color, regardless of gender, the best should get to the top. That's what a meritocracy really, really is. And if you don't like the looks of some of the best, that's on you, not on them. 448-720-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. Shout out to Victor Glover. Good luck to you. God bless you, sir. And carry on with the torch, my brother. We'll be right back. 448-720-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk.